Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor if you've never been here before. And before we get started, I just want to kind of see a little experiment. Normally I don't ask you guys to give thumbs up on videos or to leave comments, but I really would like to see if asking in the beginning of the video makes the engagement higher. So if you guys could leave a like or comment or do both, if you feel so inclined at any point throughout this video, I would really appreciate it because it's going to help the algorithm and get more people to see this video. So in this video, we will be building the 100 baby base game starter home. So we have 18,500 simoleons because the lot of course costs 1,500, and this is the matriarch that this house is going to be for in my brain. Obviously we already do the 100 baby challenge here on this channel with Penelope, but I wanted to kind of create a character that I was building this house for. So it's going to be in Oasis Springs, which is a base game world. It's going to be base game only, and it will be kind of mid-century inspired because it is in this neighborhood, but I do want it to kind of vibe with this sim. Now the sim isn't wearing base game clothing, but the whole, you know what I mean. I think that she's quirky and fun. So this is going to be for her. Now her name is Baby Mama, so she's the perfect person for this video. But let's just jump into building the house. So our current lot value is 1,500. We are going to have to build a very small home, but we want to make sure that we have at least like 1 or 2 baby bassinets, at least 1 toddler bed, 1 kid bed, and then of course a double bed for mom, and then a bathroom with a bathtub. It's hard. It's a hard task that we are adventuring on. The best strategy is definitely to build like 1 big area and then maybe even make it a little bit bigger than that. Okay, so I'm not a good builder and I'm not very good at building things correctly the first time, so we're just gonna go for it. This is gonna be mom's room, okay? So then this could be the entranceway. Honestly, we might like make it more like that just so that we can have this be the living area, a kitchen. So then we need a kid's bedroom, which could be, honestly, could just share a wall here. It could be about that big. And then we could have a little bathroom back there. So we're definitely already running out of money. We've spent 3,000 simoleons just on the outside so far. But we definitely want a cute door. Now I don't really know. I honestly think I'll probably use this tiny living door. It's quite cute. Also, question. How many tiles has this house used? Let's go tiny home residential. So we're currently in like the small home level and I would like to keep it there. I'd even be tempted to try and make this like a tiny home, but we need 64 tiles. So we'd have to get rid of 3. But I guess we could just bump that back to bring us down to 64 of 64 and try and make that work, which will probably not go well for us, but we'll get this door here. This is always the part where I'm like, oh, am I doing anything correctly? So if I want it to be kind of mid-century, we'll definitely use some of these angled roofs. Roughs. Every time I say that word, I'm like, am I saying this correctly? Okay, so we'll do like this, but we'll make you 1 smaller and then shorter. Because like that's not an ugly house, like it's kind of cute. And then we'll get another one to put here, but try and get the angle to kind of match. I might not be able to make that work because they don't start at the same spot. So we could also actually, instead of doing it like that, drag this one out and then just have like a little overhang so that it's easier to roof because we don't have all day. But that's okay. I would also like to go in and hold down shift here and get that to go back so it's not cutting into the other roof piece. So this is kind of the basics of our house. We'll put down some kind of base game. Oh wait, I was gonna use a tiny living door. This is a base game build. I wonder how many comments I've already gotten about that. Oh boy. So let's put down maybe something like this there. It's a vibe. Maybe a different color though. Like what about a black one? I'm not really feeling that. Maybe a gray one? We'll just go with the white. This is a lot of what happens when I'm building is that I'm just like, oh, I'll do this thing, but then I won't do that thing. Then we'll just completely change all of it. I kind of like that. That's a vibe. Okay, we should figure out what we want the sides to look like. Like what color? Maybe one side should be stone. But what kind of stone? This one's probably my favorite for like a mid-century kind of vibe in the household. See, I don't really love that these are the same width, like that they end at the same time. I would prefer if they didn't, just for like a little bit more dimension. but then we lose out on the tiny home stuff. But this is a base game build, so that is not the biggest priority. Plus then we get a little bit more room for the kids' bedroom, which isn't a bad thing. So honestly, I'm not mad at that. However, I'm really worried about the setup, because if I want this to be like a back door, okay, floor plans are almost impossible when it comes to such small areas where you know you're gonna have a lot of Sims. So let's put some light in here just so we can kind of see what's going on. I might switch some things up. So we might move this. Okay. Completely rethinking things. So we might do something more like this and have them all share a bathroom. Maybe? Am I crazy? Possibly. And make it like a Jack and Jill bathroom, but just make the house a little bit bigger. We can make this work still, I promise. But then we won't need this column. But then the back of the house can still be kind of interesting. But we can get some like nice blue, beautiful beautiful siding for this side of the house. I think that's a very cute color scheme for something like a 100 baby house. We will definitely want probably this door or this one because it's $100 cheaper. I don't want something so plain. Like if we go with this, it's $305 and this one's $320. So I think that this is a little too much considering we're on such a small budget. But what kind of vibe are we feeling? Gray? Do we want an orange door? See, none of these really go with the blue. Like I feel like that one might be the best, but I kind of hate it. At least this one comes in an all white, so it might actually just be worth it to go with that. And then we can go ahead and just use these kinds of windows possibly, or these windows. Like there's lots of options in the base game for windows and doors that kind of fit this vibe, which is quite nice. These ones are really good too. Like these would be good because this is mom's room, so she could have two. Oh, we gotta cover that. We could have two windows there. We don't really need a window to the bathroom, but we could add a small window. Like, oh, we lost. That's such an annoying little feature, but that's okay. We can add a little window just like right in between. That's like the bathroom window. I think that's pretty cute so far. I'm not mad at it. There won't be any windows next to the front door because I can never make them look good. It's just the sad fact of life. Okay, we are quickly running out of money. This is getting bad. So we need some roof trim, maybe in, do we want to go black or do we want to go white? I feel like the black looks a little bit more fancy. We're definitely not going to raise it because then we have to pay for stairs, but we can go ahead and get some free terrain paint. I think this one is my favorite base game one. And just do like a little pathway. So we're gonna go inside and figure out a floor plan. So first of all, in the bathroom, we're gonna buy all of the cheapest everything. So we need a sink, we need a toilet, we are going to need probably a shower tub combo. We'll probably get this one because we need the bathtub for toddlers, but we need a shower for the mom because it's just awful when you have to go ahead and get your Sims to take baths in the 100 baby challenge. Like you just don't have the time. And I'll probably just put the doors there so that they're not obstructing. I was gonna say obstructing justice. Are you obstructing justice right now? I'm always, that looks really weird though. Like to have the doors like there and there. Like it makes sense in this room because there is no other option unless I put it here, which is kind of a weird spot, but I would like for the kitchen to be on that wall. But I guess I could, we'll just make that the door zone. Who cares? Doors are weird in The Sims. So what we're gonna need is a kids or teen bed. We don't want to get the cheapest one because for 60 more simoleons you can do a little bit better. We're going to need a toddler bed. Apparently just one of each because that's all we can really fit in this room. And we're going to need a bed for mom. And we'll also need at least 2 baby bassinets and a spot for those. See, now it's making me rethink things because I'm like, okay, if I take these doors and put them out here, then at least there would be a spot to house the babies, and that kind of makes the most sense to me. So maybe we'll change it up and just leave that spot empty. And then we're definitely going with the cheapest counters, unfortunately. Now, none of these swatches are cute in any capacity, but I think that these ones are like the least ugly. like the least painful to look at. How do I want to set this up? That's the issue, is with such a small area for a kitchen. Like we can't really make it much bigger, but we might add some of these just so that we can have more space, but we will also be getting the cheapest of everything. We could probably put the fridge there in the corner, but we'll get this one. Yes, perfect. And then at least we have like a little dining area that's also functional. A sink. It's of course going to be very, very basic. We should probably figure out flooring. Low fire resistance. Maybe get some higher fire resistance, because we know she's going to burn the place down, but we're also poor. So we can just go with these wood floors and then some basic tile. Wow, revolutionary. We'll just do this polka dot vibe in the entire bathroom. I like it quite a bit, actually. We could make the kids' room at least like mountainous and beautiful. Mom's room, it's a little bit tricky. Like, do we want to go with color? Do we just want to make it white? Like, white might work. We're going to change a lot of the furniture out for different swatches and stuff just to make it prettier, but I'm just trying to figure out a layout right now. So we have a decent amount of space here. So we could get, I really don't like most of the base game couches, except for some reason this one. Okay, let me just chat for a second. Those don't look like they're supposed to be the same couch. Like this one looks plastic. This one looks like it's actually fabric, and I really, really like it, and I use it all the time. So we'll probably put the couch like here, maybe, or if I do it here, I could have like a row of toys and skill building stuff for the kids, and then have the TV up there. But do we even need a television in 100 Baby? Not really, but it is something. We'll get a penguin TV. She's a quirky lady. Like, look at her. She looks like the type that would have a penguin TV. Definitely. So we have 8,000 simoleons left, so we actually have quite a bit of money to work with. But we should definitely get a bookcase. You'll probably want an easel somewhere in the house for the mom to work with. And then just some like decorative things. Like we should probably get a rug of some kind for the kids, a rug for mom. Is that too many stripes? I should maybe size that down one so it looks a little bit less wild. And then maybe we'll get something more like this so it's not so stripey. And maybe go for like a gray and blue vibe. That's kind of weird, but we'll fix it. That's the kind of the thing when it comes to building in The Sims, is that everything you do is wrong until it's right. So that's the deal. That could work. This bed is just hideous and I hate it. See, one thing that you really want to do in 100 Baby is honestly get your parents like decent beds. And if we go with this one, it's energy 4 and uncomfortable, or we could spend a little bit more money and have her be a little bit happier, but like that's a lot more money. The struggle. And like this one, I don't love the vibe of it. It feels very like Sims 2 to me, but like not in a good way. Definitely not in a good way. This one's not bad though if we go with something like a little bit neutral, but it is 2,000 simoleons, so it's kind of like you want her to sleep better, but you also don't get any money now. And then we can get her just some cheap tables, but then maybe get a more, oh, I did not mean to delete the floor. The joys of sizing things up and down. Okay, so we can bring that back. So we have all of the tiny little lights, but we could also add, we have these romantic decor lights, which might be nice to have in her bedroom actually. So that is kind of creepy and terrifying. Oh boy. So we can probably get, with how much money we have, like a little bit of a nicer kitchen. Like I probably won't get any upper cabinets, but we could do something more like these, or make it kind of fun and colorful and go something, I guess these are pretty much the exact same color of the ones we have now. They're just nicer looking. And maybe get these instead. So we could get these in the blue. But do I want them in blue, or do I want to go something more fun? Because I did say I wanted to make this house kind of for that sim specifically, and I think that she would want like different colored counters. Like look at this pink and then these blue. Like I think that that's fun, like having them be different. And then we can get maybe these in like a bright yellow. Honestly, that's like really cool. We'll change up these to have them be different colors too, because that's really fun. We definitely need to get a garbage can. See, normally I would buy that one. However, it's not currently working. So I don't know if they fixed the glitch yet, but I can't handle that glitch. So we'll just get this garbage can right there. And then what else can we add to make this kitchen a little bit funkier? Definitely get one of those. And then some little decor. I feel like a bowl of fruit is kind of necessary. Like, that's pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie. Like, for a starter home, I'm not mad at that. So we can go ahead, maybe get some little, what are these called? Mobiles? Baby Genius mobiles. So that there's something, you know, something for the babies. Because I feel like babies just get ignored in The Sims 4. It's not a feeling, Taylor, it's the truth. And then we could even like size down one of these murals, which I've actually been doing a ton lately because they're really, really inexpensive. Okay, I gotta grab onto it in a different way. And like it could go like right above the babies. Like that's actually kind of cute. I'm not mad at that. And we could also, I painted this whole place white and I made it like very boring. And now I'm like, oh, but I want it to be quirky and weird. Like a weird 100 baby house with orange walls in this little nook. I don't like the orange, to be honest with you. Maybe green walls in the little nook. That's kind of cute. I'm not mad at that, if I'm honest. Do we paint like all of the rooms more fun colors? Because like right now it's pretty boring. Like her room, yellow. Oh boy. Maybe I kind of like that, like having it all be like pinky. I don't feel like that rug suits the room now. Ever since I put those lights in, I no longer like the rug. So let's try something else. If we go for just like a neutral like that, but have her have like the red lights and the pink walls, I think it's kind of fun. Honestly, I think that's fun. The bathroom's just not really going to be much fun. We could get a green sink and toilet if we feel like being a little quirky, because none of the other ones really come in, like this is pink, but it's not pink. I guess we could do that. But that is a way more expensive toilet. Is it worth it? I think so. This house is just getting weirder by the second. So we still have 3,000 simoleons. Let's do the living room. We also need to get things. Like we should probably get a violin for the children and then get some toddler stuff. So there should probably be at least one Wabbit tablet in the house. We should get some nesting blocks, and then we have a bookcase, so that should be okay. There's not enough space anywhere for one of the dollhouses. Wow, couldn't come up with the word. But we could possibly put one outside if we want. Like just kind of hanging out back there, just so that the kids have somewhere to play on a summer day. They may want to go outside. You know, we never really know what our Sims want to do because we can't actually speak to them. So that is how it works. I feel like this is a really boring bookcase for like what I want this family to be. Like I feel like that kind of fits a little bit better, but then this just feels like out of place and weird. Like if that's like in between, do we even need a TV? Like realistically, like are you going to use a TV a ton in a 100 baby challenge? Probably not, but maybe we'll turn it that way just so that it's not right beside the bookcase. Like I feel like that makes more sense. And then these nesting blocks can just go in the corner, and then maybe we'll add a funky rug of some kind. Sucks because all the really fun ones are in packs. They're obviously not in the base game. So it's hard to find things that are like bright and fun and weird for this weird, colorful base game 100 baby house. So maybe we'll bring this back one and then get a little coffee table to put things like the Wabbit tablet on. Those are too matchy-matchy. I don't like that vibe. We could match the yellow so that we have yellow from the rug, yellow from... This is just... It's getting weird. I must say, it is getting weird. Are there any weird tables that the TV could go on? We could go with the same vibe, but in a funky color. Put the Wabbit tablet there and then get rid of that. This is a weird one. It's just a weird one. And then maybe get, maybe curtains? There are no good base game curtains, though. They all just suck. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not like the base game curtains. I feel like we definitely need something like that in a 100 baby house. Maybe not in like that area. Maybe in the kids' room or in the bathroom or something. But is it weird to measure your children in the bathroom? Probably. We'll put it over there. Okay, so this room I feel like is too dark. We can get a different color mountain. Either purple. Ooh, that one's kind of funky. Then I feel like this rug color is not the vibe. Whoop, we lost the, there we go, okay. Base game. Maybe we go like orangey? I feel like this house is just, it's a lot. Now I'm like, oh, do I change these to make them weird colors just because everything seems to be a weird color in this house? This feels like the kind of house I would build if I was still a child. Like with the houses I built when I was like 10 playing The Sims 2. We definitely need a toddler potty. There's nothing else really for toddlers because you don't need to have a high chair. We have the Wabbit tablet and we have the nesting blocks and a dollhouse. So the toddler is set. The teenager or child isn't really. However, in The Sims 4, when you play the 100 Baby Challenge, you kind of earn money really quickly at the beginning because you don't have as many kids to take care of. So it'll take a while for you to actually need more things for the kids. Maybe we should get like a Blurfy. I feel like Blurfy is just a staple, but where would I put Blurfy? That's the problem. So like this would be weird. Maybe I just add like a little orange toy box that kind of looks like it's a bedside table, but it's really just a toy box that they can also play with the stuff inside. That's kind of fun, don't we think? Okay. See, from the outside, it's a very boring house. Can we maybe get like a more fun color? Pink, red. See, it's sad because I think that blue like is the fun color. Like that's weird. Maybe we'll add some flowers or something to the outside. Some like little flower planters to make it a bit prettier and some landscaping. Some purple flowers. Why not? I don't really like those. What kind of plants are around here? Those white low-lying flowers are pretty much everywhere. So we could do some of those and then these things. That's honestly like the best trick with landscaping in The Sims is that you kind of just want to pay attention to whatever is around already. Why can I not find that bush? I know that we have that bush. This one? Yes, okay. And if you pay attention to like what's already kind of in the world, you can make your landscaping kind of mesh better with what's already going on. So it kind of looks like it belongs a little bit more. Not that any of this looks like it belongs, you know. What am I even saying? No one ever knows, to be honest. Like add one of those and then there you go. Look, so cute. But we could probably find a couple more cute things for the outside. Okay, maybe not. Maybe base game is incredibly lacking, but the struggle is real. Am I really gonna spend the rest of our money on some planter boxes? Okay, we have 241 simoleons. These are totally unnecessary, let's be honest. Okay, so we have 800 simoleons. I don't really know like what else you would want to add to this. I can see if I can get some kind of curtain vibe. Like you might want something like this, but that's so boring. Like am I really gonna spend the rest of the money on something? I guess like that blue could be a bit more fun. They're not bad, but in her room I feel like none of these really match. These are like the only curtains that are gonna fit those windows and not look absolutely ridiculous. What about the brighter blue actually, just to be a bit more fun? I probably should get some in the kids' room as well. Ooh, that actually like matches the red of the mountains quite nicely. Okay, we have 171 simoleons left. Cool. Honestly, I don't know what else we would need. We need a kitchen, we need a bathroom, we need a living area, books, an easel, and toddler things. We have a toddler potty. We have places for the babies. Honestly, I think that I like kind of killed this. Like this is good. Let's find some cheap artwork that we might be able to add that is also from the base game. The issue is that most of it's just posters, but I guess like if this is a 100 baby house, like you might want cute little happy things that would like bring joy to your children. Like I don't know, is that something that you would do? Like these cute little, like come on, that's cute. That's weird, but that's cute. You know, it's not about her. Well, with this sim, I think it is about her. Baby mama wants a wild looking home. And honestly, I'm really into it. Like, genuinely, I would play in this house. And now I'm like tempted to make a house that's just like wild and colorful for the next series of the 100 Baby Challenge, because the last couple have been a little bit tame. We have 1 simoleon left. I wish there was something I could spend that on. I don't think there's anything in the entire game that's 1 simoleon. That's so sad. Well, guys, I'm just going to add some screenshots now so you can kind of get a different vibe of the house. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.